So it's finally here. It's Electric Picnic 2013, or is that 2013? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, Jerry Fish and RSAG. It's great to see you guys. Welcome to the Electric Picnic. How are you?
Very good.
Very good indeed. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Just arrived about an hour ago, and it's all panic stations, but yeah, it's all going to be good.
We have landed.
You've got a really busy. You're a curator as well. Is that the right? As well as a musician this year, because you've got your own stage and allegedly a procession as well. Tell me about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like people saying, "Well, you're curating a stage," and it's well, I'm actually creating a stage, and it's all sorts of things. I'm a big fan of street theatre and carnival, so I've brought in some carnival friends and street theatre people, so that in between acts something happens, because I just think it should entertain constantly, So I've got lots of street theatre happening in between. Kathy Davey, Lisa Hannigan, Mick Flannery, the Hot Sprockets, Lost Brothers, and just a bunch of acts. So I'm emceeing during the day, and then myself and this young man are getting up at night and kind of rock and rolling. So we've got a midnight show every night, and that's it, really.
No, I was just about to explain that we didn't just find you two loitering together somewhere, but you've been working together. Barefoot and Free is the current single, Jerry Fish, featuring RSAG. I'm not just blowing smoke. Well, I am kind of blowing smoke, but it's a great tune. It's a seriously good tune. I mean, did you kind of realize this when you put this together? Okay, we're onto something.
There is actually a missing link here, and that's a guitar player, Grum, and Grum has kind of been around, quite a long time. I mean, the underground scene in Ireland, probably most people know Grum. He's been around. He was doing sound engineering, and he's just an amazing guitar player. So he's the link, I guess, between the sound that Jeremy and I are making now. And that's it. He just kind of came up with that lick, and it's like. At first, we created a dance tune at 120 BPM, and it was like, we were thrilled for about 4 months, and then realised, well, hang on a minute, this is a bit kind of how do we really put this out? And we've just been working on a new sound, and then we both know Jeremy. I'm a big fan of RSAG since the beginning of time, and that's it really. It just all clicked.
You're always a guy. You've always got around 10 million things going on at one stage, at one point. Like you've got the new EP at the moment. You're playing in a French band as well, and you're obviously playing with this gentleman here. I mean, how is life for you at the moment? Obviously pretty good. Certainly creatively good.
Yeah, I mean, I think I realised over the last year or two that the more projects I did that were projects I wanted to do, the better it would be for me and my kind of. Just my outlook and my kind of creativity, even with the Botox guys. I'm with them altogether about 5 years, but I'm kind of sporadically going over for tours that would last maybe a kind of week or two, and then it'd be kind of off again. And then meeting kind of Jerry then, and we basically, well, he was telling the story actually about Barefoot. We kind of arrived in the studio, and I set up the drum kit. Grum started off the riff. We put down the track. Jerry kind of did a kind of a guide vocal and was kind of looking at me and, kind of giving me a few nods and everything else. And that was it, wasn't it? It was done nearly, and that, as in the groove was the whole the bass, the basis of it. Yeah. So again, like with the groove and everything, and the Grum kind of really was a guy who came up with that kind of riff and everything else. So that was great. But again, going on, like, I mean, playing. I think it's very, very important for me to kind of, because my sound has changed so much over the years, to kind of embrace that and kind of we're kind of Jerry with the show now, with the kind of sound that Jerry's after. It fits perfectly. It's more edgy. It's a bit more punky. It's a bit more dance vibe, and that's exactly what Jerry wants to do. Jerry wants to get the crowd going. It's their gig. As Jerry says, and that's what it's all about. And that's what I'm about now too, and that's what I love with kind of my own show as well. Playing with Jerry, it gives me, and then Jerry playing with me, I give him. So that's what it's all about.
He's a bit shy on stage, though, isn't he?
He's very sure. He was actually trying to kind of organise for me to be set on fire tomorrow night. And I was like, no, it'll just be warm. It's the stuff used in the movies.
And it's fine. It's actually perfectly fine. What you'll see tomorrow, we'll say I'm on fire. It will be fine.
Just before I let you go, is this track is a part of an album that you're working on, or what's the story?
I mean, there is a sound. There is a sound that we've got together with Grum. Grum and I have been working on for about a year. And the other thing is, I live near Kilkenny now, so it's also using a posse of artists from Kilkenny. The guy who made a video, Paul Mahan, is from Kilkenny. Grum is living in Thomastown, so it's part of that posse. But yeah, there is a sound, and there is almost an album, but I think we're trying an Elvis experiment is what I'm calling it. Elvis never made any albums, so I think we're going to have fun just making tracks and short films and just get very creative with it and and really just enjoy it as much as we can,
Brilliant. Well, look, best of luck with it. There's a lot of lions, tigers and elephants over there. I think they might be part of your posse for the procession later on.
So that's the Garda Síochána right there.
Fair enough. Listen, guys, great to see you. Best of luck later on.